What up? What up? It's OGK
and Drity.
You already know what's going down, bro. It's Saturday, so shit. It's Saturday main event because unfortunately, we didn't get to record yesterday.
No, we didn't.
We didn't. So today we gonna bring you that fire.
Hopefully,
we're gonna bring you that fire.
I didn't get the right amount of sleep at all.
So man,
I'm gonna try to bring that energy today, though.
The right amount of sleep, bro. This is what's up, right? We're gonna focus it all in. We're gonna go cool that stuff, right?
Yeah, try at least.
Cool it. We're gonna go.
Fucking bring the spirit energy. Put your arms up. Give me that energy, bro.
We're gonna hulk up like Macho Man 1999. Macho Man 1991. We're gonna hulk up like Ultimate Warrior 1990. Alright? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hulk up for this period of time. But you know, unfortunately, Macho Man, he was a technician. But
yeah,
Ultimate Warrior, he was Goldberg.
A better version?
I think Goldberg was better than Ultimate Warrior.
You think so?
He was able to stay around a lot longer.
Yeah, but
and the Goldberg gimmick, they go like, okay, so the Goldberg gimmick and Who's Next gimmick, like, it lasts, but the Ultimate Warrior face paint is iconic as well.
Yeah.
So like between I don't know, bruh. If you had to start a wrestling company, right? And you got a choice of Ultimate Warrior or Bill Goldberg being your top person, who would you get?
Ultimate Warrior.
Why?
He's more distinguishable.
Yeah.
He sticks out more.
Yeah.
Goldberg he stuck out, but he wasn't like anything near what Ultimate Warrior did.
True. But I'm thinking about the craziness. Craziness. The things that happened with dealing with Jim Hedwig. The backstage antics of him not playing ball or business. You know what I mean?
I get that, but as a business standpoint, who do you when you're first starting it up, you want something to stick out, right? You want your niche. You want a gimmick, a gather, somebody that you could be like, oh, he's different, and that was him.
I can say that. Yeah, but
as a business standpoint, I mean, you don't want to play the business in the background, but I don't need you to play the business in the background as much when I'm first starting out, because I'm going to be playing the business in the background. But when I'm already established, I want you to help me build. I want you to help me keep going with the business in the background. So I need a standout, even regardless of what kind of personality he is at first.
So, I mean, the promos he cut were senseless.
Yeah.
Like, he was outlandish.
Exactly.
He was an outlandish, roided up monster.
Exactly.
Roids wouldn't work today.
No.
Bill Goldberg was believable non-roided just because he was football guy.
Yeah.
Now we know he's got some testy boosters. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
He working for his last match actually right now. They're like wondering like if he gonna come back and do a match.
Goldberg?
Yeah. Like his last match, like he gonna do his, like everybody now, like this is what's up. Like the wrestlers don't want to be Ric Flair. Ric Flair is the last of a dinosaur breed. We're gonna see people constantly keep going back. Where now, like,
but Ric Flair, Ultimate Warrior, Andre the Giant, they were all standouts, right?
Yeah.
They were all maybe locker room troubles. I mean, we watch football players with locker room troubles and off the field issues. But you know what? They're good. They have the talent to win on the field. They're very entertaining. They're very good, and the competition's A+.
Shit, yeah, but Ultimate Warrior after '92, he'd come, you'd see him, and then you wouldn't give a fuck no more.
Yeah, but he did his part. That's what I need. I need somebody to stick out, do his part, and then I can move away from him after his part is already played.
Hulk Hogan and...
Same with Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair.
No, Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior in WCW was trash. And after that, he was no longer there for real.
I know, I agree. But when they first came out, though, it's exactly what the business needed.
Yeah, but then I'm saying, though,
because it's taking off at that point.
I want to say Ultimate Warrior had like a 3-year run of relevance.
That's cool.
And then once he came back, it was just like that. It's people in their head see that nostalgia and shit, but when you go back and you look at his matches and you see that he really wasn't nothing special.
No, but he was special at the time,
and he has that intensity where it seems really intensity, but the motherfucker, it was my bad. It was like I was doing really well with not slipping for a hot minute.
What'd you say?
We were just trying to get the first 5 minutes without a
Oh yeah. I haven't said anything like that.
I did. But once you realize that,
you got a Type-C charger.
If he went 8, you realize if he went 8, more than 8 to 10 minutes, he was blew up and couldn't give you a quality match. But
you're focusing on how to sustain the business, and you're not focusing, in my opinion. Okay.
You cool with the draw. You'll deal with the
at first, right?
Mm-hmm.
At first, you need the draw. You need the initial boom, and you're like, oh wow, what is this? All right, let's watch it. Okay, and then people are like, boom, boom, boom. You get more people in, and after you get your draw, right? Say it's steady and 500 people watching, right? 500 people watching. Now those 500 people have watched these guys for a year and a half, 2 years, right? And they're like, well, it's the same stuff now. We need something different. We need something that's sustainable now. We got you to come in. We got you to watch. Now, what's going to get you to continue watching after the initial spike of these outlandishly crazy people who, like, well, what's that? The outlandishly crazy people at first get the conversation, what's this? Did you see what happened last night on this? Yada, yada, yada. They're like, no, what are you talking about? Like, you gotta watch this. These guys are just insane crazy. Like, I don't know why these people would do this to themselves. And then that conversation starts, and then you get 4 or 5 people watching it, and they get 4 or 5 people watching it, and then you got a 500, let's just do 500 mark, right? And then since we're already at 500 people, how do we sustain it now? We can't have these crazy fools acting crazy the whole time, because it's not going to be a draw. It's just going to be the same old boring stuff. Now, that's when you need to get people who are invested in the business and want to sustain the business and want to evolve it. That's when you start getting people like Goldberg or Undertaker.
I mean, we can say this, right? So Ultimate Warrior started out the same time as Sting. They were tag team partners, right?
Yeah, but Sting was over the top too.
But Sting was over the top, but Sting had longevity.
He had sustainability.
And see, we didn't even throw Sting up there. Well, it was a Goldberg and Ultimate Warrior. The main reason is because those were like, to me, they were short, how do we say this, burst of energy, and not technicians.
Right.
Sting somehow went from surfer body Sting to becoming a technician to in AEW becoming a stuntman. In his later years, like he's Fall Guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he's the bump guy.
Yeah, and I don't understand, which is crazy to watch him go to AEW. And I know we don't really watch AEW. We don't cover AEW really, right? But to watch him go to AEW and take bumps after he took a buckle bomb in the WWE, and that's what allowed him to be in 3 or 4 matches total or something.
Yeah,
like drastically low for the ability, and then left and kept getting paid. Like, Sting is one of those wrestlers, if you look at it, he got paid a lot. Like, and didn't have to do too much.
But Sting, when he first came in, he was the over-top crazy character, right? Like Ultimate Warrior. Mm-hmm. But that is
nowhere near as. Well,
I said not close to.
The Warrior ran to the ring.
Yeah. Well, he was over the top. You need a showboat or you need an overtop guy when you first start out, and then you bring Sting in, right? Sting comes in. He does the overtop stuff, but he doesn't make it his niche. It doesn't make him who he is. And eventually, you got a guy like Sting who's gonna be like, okay, I can evolve and change to sustain, right? I want to be in this business long term. So how can I do that? Well, obviously, the over-the-top showboating shit's not going to work the whole time. So then you get your guy who's like the Heartbreak Kid, HBK, right?
See, HBK and Bret Hart benefited at a time, though.
Of course they did.
Why did they benefit?
They did, but how did they benefit?
I want to see why you're gonna say why.
I don't know.
You do know.
No, I really don't. Right now, my brain's like blank.
Okay, so the reason why they benefited is because they came in during the steroid trial era.
Yeah, but I don't think HBK did steroids.
He didn't, but they didn't want to have these big, massive behemoths on the front cover right now. Whenever you're being tried for steroids, so HBK, Shawn Michaels. That's when we kind of like this kind of smaller. Not super huge Lex Luger, like type Hulk Hogan type.
Yeah.
Because Hulk Hogan was snitching on his ass. Man, Hulk Hogan was man, I can't help it. I'm gonna keep being the one to slip up. Hulk Hogan was a snaky guy. He didn't do it all the way up until the end. And then if he get caught, he's snitching. Do not do a crime with Hulk Hogan, brother. Brother, I got it. It's on the charger.
Yeah, I remember.
You're looking like.
Yeah. When I'm tired, I fucking hit that thing. Let me see it real quick.
You just want something. Damn.
Yeah.
You just gave it to me.
It keeps me going.
This boy.
Hey, I'm fucking addicted. Come on, dude. Don't play that game. It was at 10%. It's already at 43.
You could have let it get ahead of it.
43 sustainable.
Just because I played with it, he'll give it back to me, Chad.
Fuck no.
He didn't like that at all. I was like,
I get why you did it, but anyway, back to our.
Well, we vaping. I'm cursing. Yeah.
I've been vaping this whole time, not cursing. No.
So I went over here trying to be good, and he went over here on the slide like. Just like an anime cat with a chick was trying to talk.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna vape. You're not gonna notice.
Oh, you're gonna notice.
Alright, so yeah, so I guess starting our wrestling promotion. He chose Ultimate Warrior. I chose Goldberg.
Yeah, to start off.
Yeah.
But Goldberg wasn't like. What set Goldberg apart from everybody else when you're trying to start a business?
The way he was booked.
Yeah, but those other.
He literally was talentless as hell.
Agreed.
He was talent. He was literally. It was all about the look.
Exactly.
And very few people, for a nice period of time, so he hit that hierarchy of people who had pin, brother. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about.
I do.
He all the way up until then, he had no issue with nobody else and them keeping him strong like that until he got up there with the Kevin Nashes, the Hulk Hogans, those type of people. Everybody else he squashed effectively. And that was the way they built him up. Because he didn't have the skill set to do it. One person got out there and wrestled with him. It was William Regal.
Yeah.
And William Regal, it hit the Goldberg didn't look like the normal Goldberg as William Regal. William Regal was very underrated. But that's why he was the man at NXT. And when he went to AEW, but they didn't, he left and went back to WWE, I'm pretty sure.
William Regal?
Yeah. Not as a talent, as a behind the scenes. He's just a valued wrestling mind,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna start a business off. I want to make sure it's explosive. It's over the top. It's gets a conversation going. I don't feel like Goldberg can get a conversation going.
6'4" massive Jewish man with fucking no neck and traps on top of traps.
I just don't think he's. I don't think he starts conversation like Ultimate Warrior does or like Hulk Hogan does.
Coming out intense. Na 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 na. And then that slow walk of him coming out.
That's all.
It's very iconic.
It's iconic because of when he did it,
and he can still do it. If that music hits it, when he walks out, everybody still gets. And he can still do it at this age. Lord, if Ultimate Warrior was alive right now, there's no way that man can come to the ring with the same intensity he did before.
Oh, people would cheer him just as
No,
much.
he wouldn't be able to run to the ring.
Well, of course not at the.
But Goldberg can still do his entrance.
True.
No matter what age.
True, because he walks slow. It was a slow, intimidating walk, right? But you're again, we're comparing apples to oranges here. We're talking about what would start a business. What would I want to start a business with? Not what I want to sustain a business with. It's different.
If you come to my show and you see that man walk out like that, and you see them go up, that's an instant memory that's gonna fall in your shit for hellas.
No, I don't agree. Not at first.
Mm.
Not at first. In my opinion, at least. It's like, why is this man walking out like this? Like, he's intimidating, sure, but why?
I watch NXT and Obafemi come out like, Yeah, Obafemi's a big, massive, 330-pound, 6'5" Nigerian man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he get up there, and
so he's like another Omos, but better.
Yeah, no, Omos was just tall.
Yeah.
Omos was just tall.
Yeah, he's just a beat monster.
Yeah, no, Obafemi is a manly. He's built like a massive 80s 90s wrestler. Like,
yeah, that's what I said. But a better version.
Yeah, Omos was just tall. Omos was over 7 foot.
Right.
So he
6'5" is not small. Like,
no, but that's like, like
that's still taller than most wrestlers.
It's tall, but it didn't put you in the man of the beast though.
True.
Whenever you get up there, like, you're gonna have like Damian Priest and things of that nature. It's like I feel like Damian Priest is like once you start hitting like tall behemoth wrestlers. I would say Damian Priest height. No.
How tall is Damian Priest?
Actually, Randy Orton's a tall ass motherfucker too.
Randy Orton's like 6'4".
Randy Orton's a big, massive man though. 6'5". I don't know how tall is Obafemi. Oh, he's 6'6". Yeah, he's 6'6".
Omos wasn't sustainable. That's why he didn't even. I don't think he ever even won any of his matches.
I don't think Omos is gone though. I think they got him somewhere working on him or some shit. He's waiting to be called back up. I think. I just wasn't a big Omos fan. He's 7'3".
Who, Omos? Yeah.
Yeah, so they had him over in Japan.
Oh, he's in New Japan Wrestling?
No, not New Japan. NOAH. Pro Wrestling Noah, my bad. He was over there being a mask. That's what I'm saying. They had him somewhere working. He was somewhere working, but we don't know when the fuck he's coming back. But that's also NXT had one of their dudes from Japan, from Wrestling Pro Noah. And he was teaming up with this one dude, and I kind of liked him. Like, he was dope. It was weird though, because he had like half his hair shaved and half his head looked like the normal Japanese man type shit.
Yeah.
So you'd see him and it'd be like, depending on the angle, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It'd be fucking weird, but he was a dope wrestler. So and that's another thing too, like going across the fucking, Triple H got them, Triple H got, developing relationships. Either like, I'm finna be your boss. I'm finna, we gonna get in here somehow, some way, some shape or form. Do business with me. He's got relationships all over the world. So if people develop and they're in their talents, he got first dibs over AEW. And AEW trying to do the same thing.
Well, yeah, but WWE is just more well established because it's been around since what, the 80s, 70s?
Well, no, I mean it goes it goes back to Vince McMahon Sr. and then his son. So developing it's just like they just a wrestling family. Like they've been in the business for so long. Like you know what I'm saying. But ain't no telling.
Didn't Senior like invent the business?
I don't think he invented the business. He was just provided the territory for that port up there. But he was integral in developing, the early forms of it. But it was when it was very territorial. But then Vince McMahon Jr. was the one who came in and kind of knocked out the territories, and the whole nation is his territory, and then slowly
the world became his territory.
Well, slowly start becoming the world, because he's still got Japan, things of that nature, but then you still gotta get relationships, so that way.
I guess Mexico probably could have invented the wrestling the way we know it.
Nah, because they got luchadors, a whole different type of style.
No, I mean, I'm saying like it derived from luchadors. Could have.
Man, ain't no telling. Actually, I wonder, how deep or when is the beginning of luchadors? I never really tripped off of it. Like, actually, I was just watching.
I know Japan's been wrestling for a long time too.
I mean, all of it kind of stems from. I think you know what? All of it stems from American type wrestling, but they still have a style. I would say that.
Well, wrestling really.
I would say it's here. The American style wrestling, they just take it and put their spin on it. If it's in a ring like that, that's us.
Yeah.
I give that's us. And then they go in and they make their own style from it. But I give that's us. Like people been doing holds and boom, but the theatrics of it, that's us. I want to say it's like 1910s, 1920s, carnival type shit. Like that's us. That's us. That's us. That's corny type entertainment. You know what I mean? Like, if you over in England, they bare knuckle boxing with the gypsies, all right? But over here, we got our American wrestling, and I'll say that derives from us. Now, when at some point in time, down in Texas, the luchadors start hitting their thing, like, and then they just took it to another level.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio. Okay, would you rather start your company with Rey Mysterio, Goldberg, or Ultimate Warrior?
Why have Rey Mysterio on there? I don't get that part, but
why? Just because he's nothing like the others.
Rey Mysterio's probably brings a lot of people in because wow, watch this little dude just do like a 50-foot flip in the air and come back down and smack somebody easily.
In their prime.
Yeah. I'd probably choose Ray.
I know it has nothing to do with it. That was a complete left field fucking person to throw in there.
Yeah.
But just because we just stumbled upon luchadors, and I do want to show that man his respect, just because at any point in time in his career, he's still a marvel to see.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, his brand of wrestling is not sustainable long over 20 years, but
he made it work.
Well, right, but what I'm saying is in his 40s, it's going to be harder to do.
He's in his 40s.
Yeah, but he doesn't do the high-flying stuff like he used to.
Shit, he was just in a ladder match a couple years ago.
Yeah, but
during COVID.
But what I'm saying is it's not as...
He found ways to adapt. The 619, things like that. He didn't have to,
But he's not jumping off. He's not... So... When he used to do the 619, he used to pop up on top rope and then flip, right?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't do that anymore. He goes to the corner and then does his flip.
Yeah.
Because he can't spring up anymore like he used to.
Yeah, well, I do it, but I also think of this too, right? He's also one of the most working wrestlers. Like,
I agree.
Like, he works for his style to not be as sustainable, like the Miz would say. I'm going to be here because I don't do all that, like, da-da-da, which... Get him his props too. Bruh, Rey Mysterio, for his style, he's lasted a long time. A long time.
I agree. He's done it for what, 25 plus years.
Since like 96 in WCW.
Yeah, he's done it for 25 plus years, and
he was in ECW. So shit, from 16, Shit, he was talking about before he was raping. He wrestled a year and a half before he was raping Mysterio Jr.
Yeah, agreed.
You know what I'm saying?
But I don't know. I the high flying shit's cool at first, and then it's sustainable over depending on what kind of body you have. But if you want me to have somebody well into their 50s, like who ate like R-Truth or AJ Styles or something, that AJ Styles ain't 50, I don't think. But
he gonna say he gonna done at 50.
Huh?
He done at 50.
You think so?
He say he done at 50.
Oh, okay.
AJ means he's like 47.
But he's sustainable though. He can.
He says that some moves he can't do anymore.
Well, of course.
So at that point,
he used to be a high flyer.
Yeah. I mean, and me, he still does decent. Whenever needs to, he can pull it out, but he ain't finna pull it out for a house show.
No.
The shit he used to do in TNA, all that shit, like,
oh, dude, he was fucking phenomenal on TNA.
Yeah.
And New Japan Wrestling, he was over there for a while too.
Yeah. He did his run. He did his respect. He served his time. He came and got his WWE check. And when he came, he didn't come on no like, this is my end of my run. Like, I'm finna just go and phone it in. AJ Styles never phoned it in.
No.
So.
And he's been in WWE for what, 10 plus years?
Yeah. I think he came back in like 17 or something. No, before 17. 17, 15.
He was
Royal Rumble.
Like 14, 15 when he first hit WWE.
It was a Royal Rumble. I know I was watching it. Shit, Finn Balor been there for 10 years, so about between 10 and 8, I felt like he been there.
He was there before Finn Balor.
Yeah, but he came straight in. Finn Balor was in NXT.
Right.
And Finn Balor did a nice run in NXT, though. Finn Balor was in NXT before he was.
AJ Styles is in NXT.
And AJ Styles skipped over.
That's what
NXT and came straight in. But Finn Balor was down at NXT when AJ debuted. No. He was doing that demon gimmick down there. He was down there for a minute before they came up here. That's the thing. He came up and got a run and got a belt at the frame that he was built in. So, you know what I'm saying? That's whenever, again, it was kind of like they had their period where the big guy didn't have to be the big guy. The guy with the belt didn't have to be the biggest guy.
Yeah.
But now we're at the time where most of the people, only person that ain't fucking massive with the belt is fucking Cody. Cody, CM Punk. Cena's not as massive, but he's still a nice size for a fucking man.
That's the man who I want to start my company with.
Who, Cena?
Mm-hmm.
You start a company with Cena?
Yeah. Cena get you the work. Cena will do what he has to do to get it done. Same with Randy Orton. Those two are I would start my company on. They break their back for the company.
I do Cena over Orton just because Orton is. I've heard more wild stories about Orton than Cena.
Yeah, but sometimes those wild stories get people talking, and then they want to see this man. All these stories. They want to see the man behind the stories.
Yeah. Over the years, I'm sure Cena's had a way more merch sold than fucking.
Oh, of course, but that's why I said those two together.
Two people together? That's cheating. We already know that. No fucking. We just saw a stadium full of motherfuckers that was here because I wish I would have had money to get shirts.
Yeah, but that was one of the best matches I've seen them do, honestly.
It sucks sometimes.
I can't believe they even put that kind of match in. Like, those two guys really, really one of the best match. That was like probably the best match at Backlash.
It was a good match.
Especially for their age, and they haven't showed that kind of potential in a long time. They haven't showed that kind of veracity in a long time. I mean, they don't want to at a house show because of how old they are, but man, it just shows that if they wanted to, they could put it in there. Not like a lot of matches like that, but they could still give you good matches like that.
Bruh, I ain't even gonna lie. I was debating one time with I told you about the R-Truth thing. Motherfuckers don't know. R-Truth actually messed his leg up. He almost lost his leg.
Yeah, I know.
It was like $4,500, like a week for his medicine. Like, you want that man to go out there. My bad, I'm plugging somebody else. I forgot where it was. I can't remember, bro. I gotta pull up. I've been in and out of their fucking Discord. It's called, the Discord's called The Cookout. Shout out. Who the fuck is this? Oh, shit. Who's this?
What does it say?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. What up? It is Shadow. I thought it was. What up, Shadow? How we sounding, bruh? I found the new port for the mic, so I feel like it's dope. But, damn, I forgot where I was at.
I did too. You said sorry for plugging somebody else in. We were talking about something else.
Oh, yeah. People fail to realize, bro, R-Truth been there, and he need to get his time in, too. And if he could be part of a big scene, because John Cena does whatever the hell John Cena want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If he want to work with R-Truth, it's because he wants to work with R-Truth, and it's because it's part of a storyline, and it's somehow going to all add up.
I think this is where he flips him.
You think he flips him?
Yeah.
I think he gets a little choke up in the heart, like.
Yeah, 100%.
You
may not like it's the sound of it, or this is where he becomes more vicious and just truly lets go of his old style. It could go either way.
I really want to see some viciousness from fucking Cena.
Well, we have been for the past few weeks.
No, it ain't been. No. I want to see like, I want to see him as untouchable. He's been touched. Cody hit him with so many crossroads, I already knew he was going to win. And that's the one thing I'm hating about WWE booking too. Certain things is becoming like too telegraphical. Like, you know what I'm saying? They telegraph it too much. Like, if I see the person like Logan Paul keep getting Jey Uso, like 4 times. Like, he done got him 4 times now.
Yeah, he knocked him out 4 times.
Yeah, he done knocked him out 4 times. So I already know. He done knocked him out so many times without Jey getting... Well, nah, Jey did kick his ass one time. In the mouth. His mouth was bleeding up.
Yeah, that was earlier. That was this week.
Yeah, that was this week. So Jey did kick him, but besides that, that ain't enough. And I don't feel like he got in his get back. So we already know Jey finna get his get back. It's like the overcoming. It's like... It's very... I don't know. It's not... Vince McMahon had somehow, as much as we hated his booking when he was here, somehow it's becoming like real formulaic. Like...
Oh, yeah.
Just like whenever, like, we watching these Money in the Bank qualifiers, right?
Yeah.
And
I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention to the Money in the Bank qualifier, so I don't even know who's in it. Like, I do, but I don't remember at the moment.
Man, I've been watching the women when they had Tiffy came out and cut. Man, you know what? I'm all fucking confused between it because, well, Monday, first off, prayers go out to Zoe Starks. What the fuck?
What?
It looked like she is just in a like. It looks like.
Are you sexualizing it?
It looks very sexual.
Yes,
I can see her fucking moose knuckle.
Moose knuckle. What a fucking word, dude. What a fucking descriptive way.
What?
Moose knuckle. That's fucking.
What
happened to camel toe?
What's his name? Used to call it a beaver.
Yeah.
Bow-legged beaver.
Or hot fur.
Hot fur. Oh, no. I was going to talk about that Rhea, too. Yeah, but I was going to say, Zoe Stark, shout out to her, because her, Rhea Ripley, and they brought a old girl, the pirate, back. Pretty Elbow. She been gone. Not Io Sky. It was the other girl.
Oh,
she came back.
Yeah, but she just lost against Rhea Ripley.
No, the only reason why she lost because Zoe Starks got hurt.
Oh.
Zoe Starks got hurt. That's the reason why they did not bring her back from 6 months for her to lose. Just like whenever you watched the other match, Natalya was in the other match. It was obvious Natalya was there to eat the pin.
Yeah. So
fucking Zoe Starks was there to eat the pin, but Zoe Starks got hurt. Her leg busted. I think it's a torn ACL or something. So, since that's messed up, that's why old girl had to eat the pin to Rhea. She was not supposed to eat the pin.
What's her name? I just watched it.
Who?
The Asian one.
Kairi Sane?
Yeah, Kairi. No? Yeah. No. Yeah.
The insane elbow. That's what they call it. Kairi Sane, the insane elbow. Because she jumps off. She got a pretty elbow.
Okay.
But she used to have a pirate gimmick for a minute.
She had a pirate gimmick?
Yeah.
That sounds stupid.
It kind of, yeah, but yeah. That was before they were Damage Control with Bailey.
Okay. Damage Control doesn't even exist anymore.
No. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Because Io Sky's gone and Bailey's doing her thing. And now she's gone and the other girl got fucking released.
Yeah, Dakota Kai.
Yeah. Yeah. She's pretty.
I'm surprised they released her, kind of.
I was kind of too. But, you know, they got a gang of people now. Actually, to be honest with you, the women in NXT, I don't feel like most of them are ready. They got, like, some stars. Like, they got Julia. Julia just signed for, her SmackDown contract, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Julia signed her SmackDown contract. You got Jordan Grace. She's down there banging around people. You got Stephanie Vaquer, who's been...
How far is the draft from now?
I don't know. So, actually, Julia just won a qualifying match for Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
That's a nice showing. So...
Rhea Ripley's gonna win it though.
I don't think Rhea's gonna win. I don't know, man. Like ladder matches, I was hoping that Charlotte or Becky's not gonna be in a ladder match. I don't want to see them old Karen bitches in a ladder match. I want to see it. Ladder
Becky
matches.
Lynch ain't in it. She lost.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I just really don't want to see it. Charlotte Flair lost hers too.
Really?
Yeah.
So
I think Julia beat Charlotte Flair actually. So, and the men's fucking ones, I don't even remember what's going on with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I forgot who beat Natalia. And I just hate watching those because, like, at least the one good thing is, though, whenever you know the person's going to eat the pin, most of the time now they at least let the person that's going to eat the pin get some of their moves off really well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not just like they just there just to, like, be ragged out.
Some of them are, though.
Zoe Starks was there to get ragged out, but, bruh, prayers out to her and her knee, bruh. That's the second time her knee got fucked up.
Alexa Bliss, they need to do something with her soon.
Roxanne Perez. Alexa Bliss. Hey, bruh. Hey, Tiffy cut a promo on Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss and called them the old model, and she's the upgraded model.
But I wouldn't call Alexa Bliss the old model just yet.
Shit, Alexa Bliss been around a lot longer than what you think.
Maybe.
Because you gotta think, for a hot little minute, Alexa Bliss was just getting jobbed out. Her and Liv Morgan was getting jobbed out.
Yeah.
When Becky, Bailey, when the Four Horsemen was running, them bitches wasn't nothing. Like, come on now.
Oh, like we got comments on our video.
Which one?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Alexa and Roxanne. They both qualified. Roxanne qualified. Alexa Bliss qualified last night. Roxanne Perez is an evolved version of Alexa Bliss. What's the comment on TikTok?
Yeah.
Was it a football comment?
I don't know. It's not really popping up for me.
I got a football comment. That shit was
You think Dak Prescott?
You got 4 comments on this one about Dak Prescott.
Alexa Bliss qualified last week. Money in the Bank gonna be June 7th. I ain't gonna be able to watch it. I'm kind of upset. What? Oh shit. Oh damn. Boy, there you go. That's what you want. You getting fucking commentary, you getting boops, it's working. Shit. I'm popping in out of your shit. Oh damn, my bad. Alexa Bliss. I don't know. I really don't feel like Alexa. Oh my god. Did you see the Wyatt 6 came back?
No.
Yeah. You know how the Street Profits and I thought you said you was gonna watch a recap, motherfucker.
I did, but it didn't pop up on the recap.
On SmackDown?
I didn't watch the SmackDown recap. That makes sense. I just watched the Raw one. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
No. Oh, shit. We didn't watch. Normally it's kind of messed up, y'all. Which, hold on. Did you watch the last podcast?
Clips of it.
No, did you watch the last podcast? Because something different that I put in there.
What do you mean?
If you'd have watched it, you would have saw it. I told you if you watched 3 minutes of it, you would have saw it.
I guess I did. Yeah, you did say that. I was watching. I was watching.
Yeah. So I put in, normally we record doing SmackDown. Like I have a note that pops up. Like it pops up in between us and said, no, record. So excuse me for the pauses. So I added that just so that time. Because sometimes when you go and look at the podcast to us, or you're looking at us, we just stop talking and we're just looking like we receiving programs and shit. Like we're getting uploads from the board. We just, and then you doing this.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm doing this. No, I'm saying, like, so I've got to let people know sometimes, like, sorry for the pauses, because sometimes we're just
fucking zoned.
Yeah.
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 But we're only human, apparently.
So yeah. So Shadow went here. He ain't actually Shadow fucking excited because he was like, they actually came back. It was Bray Wyatt's birthday, so okay. That's when they came back, and it was the Street Prodigies and Fraxium. You know the little speedy guy that I said from NXT, they came up tag team.
Yeah.
They were having a match, and dead in the middle of that motherfucker, it just went black, and shit, Uncle Howdy and his crew came in this bitch. And shit, I wonder if Alexa Bliss was not part of it. But they beat the shit out of them, and then had a cake and blew the cake candle out for Bray Wyatt, and then that was it. And then I went to yeah, I know, but you know what? This is what's up. See, I know we be sitting there looking like we would have food, but my thing is, I'm roasted. What's Drity's excuse?
Improper sleep and 10-hour energy is making my body.
No, I'm talking about normally whenever we be sitting there like this.
Oh, I've eaten too much acid. My brain's melted.
Years ago, not in my household.
Yeah, I don't do nothing.
I'm joking, bro.
I'm not. I wouldn't do that in your house. I'd be like, are you watching me? No, I wouldn't do that anymore. Those days are past. Thank God. I ate too much. Probably shouldn't have. Oh well. But it was a good time. I mean,
acid trips and orange pants.
Yeah, dude, that was insane.
Damn. Look, Drity the type of little piece of his life. I done put twos and twos together. I'm making shit. He just had a memory just flash. I could see it.
Either way, that was fucking.
Nah, there's a story of an acid trip in orange pants.
Yeah. First time I did it.
Was it in the orange pants?
Yeah.
Come on, break it down.
Dude, it had a fucking pocket, like, so it didn't have normal pockets, but it had one pocket down here, right? And I was like, where's my cigarettes? And then I looked down and I'm like, why is my fucking ankle, like, exploding right now? And then fucking, like, 20 minutes later, I'm just, like, stuck on this because, you know, on acid, you just get stuck on something. And then, my friend was like, isn't that your cigarettes? It's like, oh, shit, that is my cigarettes, man.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, dude, it was fucking insane. And there was another time fucking me and my buddy were tripping on acid, and I was wearing sweatpants or something, and then he looked down and he's like, man, your pants are fucking purple. It's like, what the fuck? They're gray sweatpants. They're not purple. I looked down, I'm like, holy shit, they're purple. Like, what the fuck? How did that become purple? Obviously, they weren't because we were out of our minds, but there's like a purple tint to it. We don't know where it came from, but the whole time we were stuck on it for like 10 minutes.
Was it the lighting?
No, it was outside dark at night in the moon.
The moonlighting?
There's no way. There was nothing purple around us.
The hues, the way they hit, and and contrast, and
There was definitely no way, because the moon wasn't that bright. It was a weird experience. Ugh.
The shadow say it was the acid. So yeah, so Y6 back. That's dope.
I thought they left and they came back. They left and they came back.
I guess they were back, but then they just kind of like came back for his birthday. So maybe they actually have a storyline for him because they've been gone for months now.
I know.
So
it feels like over a year actually.
Yeah, and shit. At that point in time, they probably
right
was
before,
like
we were talking about them, but right before Netflix hit, and Netflix has been around since what, January? So
yeah,
I guess you're right, a few months.
And then for them to make it past the pay cuts, you know what I'm saying? Or the cuts because they were whacking and getting rid of people.
Yeah, so they haven't been around them for a while. Yeah. Nobody really's talking about them, but I guess I don't know. I mean, I think this Triple H era is getting a little too predictable, though.
Do you project the Y6 coming back?
No, but I'm saying the stories in the ring. I'm not talking about people coming back. I'm talking about in-ring stories. They're getting a little predictable.
I mean, yeah, kind of, sort of, because as soon as I saw, like...
It's like almost every night, somebody's wrestling... on Monday night, somebody's wrestling Judgment Day. There's interference, and then boom. They're pinned, and they're fighting the same people.
Because they added a ooh to it, because then Chad Gable came out.
Yeah, but Chad Gable's
been in it's not Chad Gable. It's not Chad Gable. Yeah,
it's not, you son of
a... El Grande Americano.
El Grande Americano.
El Grande Americano.
But El Grande Americano's been interfering with all the Luchadors matches every week, though.
But I feel like they're building... So
it's not really not predictable because it's been happening for months now.
Well, I feel like it's all building up to when Worlds Collide. And I feel like they're going to, whore Chad Gable out. Well, whore El Grande Americano out to...
And he hasn't...
Lucha Luchador... To wherever there's a Luchador...
Grande Americano hasn't even had a real match lately. Yeah. He's just been an interference guy.
Well, because Chad Gable got to get this time in, too.
And then the Judgment Day is always going against Luchadors right now.
Nah. Because Finn Balor been trying to get his run for some other shit, too.
Yeah, he just got into this qualifier, didn't he?
Yeah, but they've been getting into it with Penta because they were trying to get Penta to join, and Penta wouldn't join.
Yeah, but it's been going on for 2 months now.
Yeah, well, shit. Penta can't catch a break.
It's just getting predictable. That's all I'm saying.
It's just getting hard. But see, at some point in time, when the draft hits, if you put Penta and Ray Phoenix together, that's what's gonna happen. Whenever you balance that shit the fuck out, and they're able to go to just put some crazy. Did you ever watch whenever it was the Lucha Bros?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, bruh. They're like that. So
I get it, and you're building up to it, sure, but you're taking too long to build up to it, is what I'm saying.
They gotta justify it, and I hate to see, because I ain't gonna lie, Ray Phoenix been getting the dog end of the stick on SmackDown. Hey, Shadow, but you missed the whole Finn Balor part. Finn Balor used to be that guy for a minute, bruh. Finn Balor was that guy.
Yeah, and every time he gets the belt, he gets hurt, though.
Yeah, so that's the problem. So, and that's really kind of what he kind of need to piggyback off of, I feel like.
Yeah. I just think it's getting predictable night in and night out, on the home shows. It's always. I mean, even with the premium live events, man, it's just somebody's gonna interrupt almost every other match now.
But who is it? Because I didn't predict R-Truth coming out fucking.
I did
for Backlash.
Yeah, I did.
You thought R-Truth was gonna come out? Yeah. Why?
Because he was holding a sign out saying John Cena's gonna be here. John Cena's gonna be here. Can't wait. John Cena. And then of course, he was gonna interfere and be like, "Hey, that's my hero."
You don't see all that while you're there, right?
Yeah, you do.
They wasn't showing us all that.
They showed it on TV.
They weren't showing us all that. They weren't showing us that much unless I was just really
on regular TV, and then it was just okay, so here's R-Truth, his childhood hero, and John Cena's about to get defeated, and how else is John Cena gonna get out of this? Because speaking wise, Randy Orton is better. Yeah. And there's no other way for John Cena to win unless there's an interference, and that was obvious.
Well, motherfuckers thought it was gonna be like Travis Scott or some shit. What do you think of Travis Scott supposed to be getting a match?
I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't think it's a good idea either.
I'm not saying like he can't do it, or I just don't think. I think having these rappers come in here and wrestle that actually like it and want to like help the business and like give them the bumps that they like, spikes from their fan base. I get that. I'm 100% for it. But you need to do it like Snoop Dogg did, like years ago, right?
What about Bad Bunny?
Bad Bunny was good.
Bad Bunny. Did you see his street fight he had in Puerto Rico? When I went to Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico was crazy for Bad Bunny.
Are you talking about years, like a couple years back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that.
When he had a match with Damian Priest?
Yeah, I watched that match. It was good.
Yeah.
I thought it was real good.
Yeah.
But Bad Bunny's... I feel like Bad Bunny had a proclivity towards it, and I don't think Travis Scott does.
Well, that was also somewhere, well, you know what? I swear, WWE seems like they forget what happened with Travis Scott, bruh. Like, that he had a whole concert that encourages, like, you know, the death of some people.
That happens.
Yeah.
It shouldn't. That's not what I'm saying. In Europe, some metal concerts, you have to sign a waiver.
Yeah.
To get in those concerts because you could easily die.
But I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't either.
I feel like you would.
Huh?
I feel like younger you would.
Oh, fuck yeah. Younger me? Oh, dude. Fucking easy, dude. Are you serious? Fuck yeah, dude. My crazy ass back then, dude, I didn't give a fuck.
How many more years younger? If I was to go back, let's say 10 years younger, would you go?
Oh, fuck yeah.
8 years.
8 years. But 33.
That's 25. I'm doing this.
No, 25. No, 25 is when I slowed down. No, yeah. No. Right at the edge of me slowing down. So 26 is when I started slowing.
So 25, you would still say fuck yeah?
Most likely.
See, 25, I'd have been fuck now.
See, if I had the same energy as I did back then, fuck yeah, I'd be like, oh, yeah, let's do this shit.
You have the energy, bro.
Huh?
You just gotta find it.
Well, no, I mean, if I had the same energy, like the same mindset, yeah. When I was 19 to 25, dude, I was like, whatever. Let's do it. Or 17 to 25.
Shit, so that's all the bullshit leading up to, I feel like that was worth anything talking to. Leading up to main event, which is tonight. Hence the reason why we're talking about main event. So, main event, we got a couple of matches. I know one we have, again, we just got talking about John Cena, R-Truth.
We already kind of covered that one.
There's no belt, though. It's not for a belt.
Of course not.
So what if R-Truth wins because it's not for the belt?
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I was saying earlier. I feel like it's gonna be a flip. It's either gonna get him to be colder, and just let go of all his old feelings, right, and become truly vicious, or it's gonna flip him. By losing, he's gonna look up, look at the crowd, and realize what he's doing, and go back to being a babyface.
So you 50-50 on that?
It's going either way. I just don't know which way it's going to go.
So, alright, so.
Because R-Truth would be the perfect person to be that way with. Because they've built him up for a long time. Oh, John Cena's my childhood hero. John Cena's my childhood, even though he's older than John Cena.
He came out and cut a promo last night.
Who?
R-Truth.
Yeah, I didn't see that, though. I wanted to see it. I didn't get to see it, though.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, he's good on the mic, man. When he wants to get serious on the mic, he's good.
Yeah. And he just benefited, too, because he just put out a country song.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Shadow say Priest versus McIntyre in the cage. We're going to talk about that one next. And he also said Cena staying in his heel persona. So that's what Shadow feel like is a heel persona. Now, McIntyre and Priest in his fucking cage, right? I'm tired of seeing them two.
Exactly.
I feel like
I think
I'm ready for a new big guy to come up. I'm ready for, like, I know you don't watch NXT, but Oba Femi to come up there.
Maybe he will.
Against, like, Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest. Give them some new blood, like some... Because, like, it's just the same big build, but Oba Femi's built like a football player. He built like he ain't built normal, like, especially for him to be like under 25. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this needs to be the last match.
Who?
Between fucking Damian Priest and
Oh.
Yeah, I'm tired.
I wouldn't say last match, but they definitely need.
They need to take a break from it, bruh.
Yeah, like I said, they're getting predictable.
They just had a street fight. What the fuck you gonna do a cage match for?
That's what I'm saying. Like, that street fight was actually really good too.
No, it was good, but I'm just saying though. Eventually, like,
yeah, but that's what I was saying. Like, it's getting predictable. I'm not saying Triple H era is not going to be good. It's just getting predictable.
they could just find somebody else. To me personally, like,
yeah, but new blood. You got to change the storyline, man. You got to get different people fighting different people.
That's
like,
my thing.
Like, that's why
we passed WrestleMania season, so now it's time to start new stories.
Yeah, and that's what I was trying to tell you. You were like, but that's what I was saying earlier. Like, the house shows have been almost the same. The premium events have been almost the same.
But see, what me and you consider house shows is different. Because to me personally, I don't really think they do too many house shows for real. And you consider a house show live and Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To me, Raw and SmackDown is, to me, that like I said, those used to not be considered house shows, but now that's what they are, especially since the way they're charging, the way things are going. Super in between main event, click, click, boom. WrestleMania in New Orleans, the next one was supposed to be New Orleans, canceled.
Yeah, and I think they were already selling tickets. So that you really just fucked your fan base over doing that.
Yeah. But you know what, though?
I mean, I can get it. You want to get more money. You got Vegas was huge for you guys. Like,
huge. That really probably should.
Like, you had a whole week. You had, like, nothing but, like, event after event after event the whole week. And I get that.
The whole city just opened its legs for you. It's Vegas.
Exactly. I totally understand that. But you can't just, whatever. I mean, money standpoint, that's great. But it's more like you have a money standpoint, but you're, like, also screwing other cities over like you just did. Like, you already had your shit set. You already, like, hey, let's do this. We're already selling tickets. That's where we're gonna be. Now that you've screwed that city over and pulled your event, it's like what happened with the Rams, right? Everybody hated that. Like, you're already established here. I
don't like the Rams. I've never liked the Rams.
I like the Rams, but that's just because they were the home team.
No. That's the Rams was the girlfriend that you have that you know you ain't gonna be with long term.
Whoa.
Like,
we wanted them.
We just knew they weren't gonna. First, they came from. It's like this, right? You took your girl from another dude. That just showed that bitch can be taken.
Yeah, but if you look at it,
I'm just saying, you start off with that bitch be taken. Then you start off, right? We have a little boom. And then we have a couple of good years. Everything else, we're holding on to those couple of good years. And then,
most sports fans
soon as shit's supposed to get better, you leave. And then you get better for the new nigga. Now you motherfucking getting fucking all types of new shit. And when you was with me, you would do none of that. You were planning to leave me the entire time. You was here temporary for your convenience, not because you chose to be here. That's the Rams.
Well, I like the Rams because we've always had an NFL team. Anyway, that's beside the point.
No, motherfucker, there was a gap for like 16, 17 years we have a team.
No, it was like 5 years, I thought.
Fuck no.
They left in the 80s, and then the Rams came in the 90s.
Like 95, 90, yeah, like 95.
I thought it was 93, 94.
No, Rams came in like 95. I want to say, well, they played in Busch Stadium. I didn't see them until they was in the Dome, though. I want to say like 95. And the Cardinals left in like 80. The Cardinals left like 84, 85 or some shit. We should know this for talking football fans. We should know when our football team wants to leave our city. Or when they left. Is that what you're looking up?
1994.
What? That's when the Rams got here? When did the Cardinals leave? It wasn't no 5 years, I can tell you that. And
88.
88. So it was only 6 years?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I didn't think it was a long gap. And then we had them all the way up to like 2014. They were here for a good 20 years. Almost 20 years.
Nah, fuck nah. I believe in high school love. Let that bitch start off with me. Tell them,
I don't think they left until 2018, actually.
Establish us a franchise team.
We did. We established them since 2000.
Give us a team. Give us our team. Like, start a franchise here. Don't give us some other shit. I'm on my bitch that only know what my dick like.
95. Oh, after the 1994 season. So they started here in 95.
Okay, so I was right, technically. The Rams belong in LA. Yeah, they can be out there lost assholes. That's where they can be.
Yeah, 2015. They didn't leave until 2015. So they were here for a good
20 years.
Huh?
20 years.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
They were good. They were established, man.
That's just like y'all only be in a relationship for like 5 years, and then the shit don't work out.
No, 20 years.
That's what it is. And the whole thing of a franchise, small as fuck. That bitch left and went and got her a new house built. You know what I'm saying? It was promised. The bitch left for a new house.
I just think they were. I think they belonged here, but anyway, what was the whole point of that conversation anyway?
I don't know. A little bit of football talk.
No. There was a overline. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Oh. No, I don't remember the whole point of it. That's gonna bug me. I don't know why we would have. That's gonna fucking fuck me up. We gotta start different now, because I don't know why we were talking about him.
I have no motherfucking idea. Apparently, we got another match. You got the we can go back to that until we can jump back to that. The other match we got on the card is you got the match you was talking about that I fucked up on because I said CM Punk was hurt, but he was there and he got a match. CM Punk.
So he does have a match.
You said it's for to be CM Punk and what's his name against CM Punk and Sami Zayn versus no, it's CM Punk and Sami Zayn versus
Braun Breaker and
Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
So we already know that fucking Sami Zayn eating that pin.
Yeah. Or there's definitely gonna be interference by Roman Reigns.
Is Roman Reigns built to be there?
No, I don't think so.
They talking about Cody's supposed to be back though. Like he talking about Cody coming back. Like every time it's like Cody's coming back. Cody's coming back.
I don't see why he would interfere with those guys though. Well, yeah, I can see why, but
I mean, not unless they get a third person. Like, cause them just running around with two people is not doing well for me.
not yet. I don't see who would there be the third person though.
That's the thing. Shadow said Drew McIntyre, and I said no, he's too much of a solo person.
No.
And he was in the group before, and that's scoring him. And since he's been back, I'm pretty sure he's trying to avoid that shit.
I mean, I could see Drew McIntyre joining them, but
I don't see that.
it'd be easier having an NXT guy come up and join them though.
They don't have an NXT guy that's worth it besides Obafemi, and I mean, no. Let me not say that. They could bring up like, well, They could bring up Ethan Page. Ethan Page. They could bring him up because he's seasoned and traveled. Sean Spears running around fucking. You know Sean Spears, don't you?
Mm-mm.
You remember the guy who's go 10, 10, 10?
No, I don't remember that guy.
That was his gimmick. He's back. I forgot what his name was before he left. Gunther's not joining them.
Gunther and Jay have another match, I think, at Money in the Bank.
I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired of seeing Gunther and Jay too.
All goes back to
Triple H booking. So who you got winning that match then? Braun Breaker. Same thing I just said. Predictable, very predictable.
Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins are gonna win without with interference.
Okay.
Or they both have interference happen.
And Sami Zayn eat the pin?
Yeah.
Alright.
Or it just gets disqualified because of the interference.
Alright, what about Logan Paul? Logan Paul! And Jey Uso.
Logan Paul, absolutely. He's, well, I mean,
due to the predictable booking of him coming out and fucking Jay up. Why is Jay the champion that gets fucked up all the time? Like, you know what? Roman kind of got fucked up a lot
the same way
too.
for a while.
Yeah, but we can kind of take that like the underdog story for EO Sky. Jay with it coming too. You really need to establish him as a badass. They have Jay questioning himself a lot and a lot. Then
yeah, that's not going to be sustainable.
And then he come together and then he goes out there and yeets and get everybody else together. But really, we see he's really not that confident.
First, he didn't feel like he actually deserved the championship, and after beating Gunther, he's like, now I definitely deserve it, but now he's always getting fucked up and still questioning himself.
Well, also, whenever he went against Gunther, then Gunther was, I was scared, oos. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to say that shit to, like, nah, bro, I ain't supposed to be scared. Like, I'm supposed to come out and want to, like, you know. Nah, they gonna win clean. They ain't winning no fucking, they ain't winning clean, Shadow, bro.
No. If you haven't watched the last fucking 6 months, almost no, there's only a few matches that have been clean.
Nah, ain't shit been clean. That's one of the reasons why, again, I was like, as a wrestling fan, I don't know moving forward, do I want to go to a Raw or a SmackDown?
It's almost the same fucking night.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing, especially, I mean, Raw or SmackDown leading up to a pay-per-view. Because you know you're not going to see anything clean. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just know.
Yeah, there hasn't been anything clean in a while, and it's kind of getting old. Like, I get it, drama, but it's like, it's not good drama anymore. It's the same thing over and over again. And my dad, who's been, like, a wrestling fan since the 80s, you know what I'm saying? He's like, man, I'm starting to get tired of wrestling. I was like, why? He's like, it's just been the same matches, the same people, the same way people are winning. It's just been the same. It's been copy and paste.
Kind of, sort of. It's been that way for a minute. And look, we're going to take a little break real quick. I'll be back, and then we're going to come back and copy and paste. We're trying not to be copy pasting this fucking podcast, y'all. So we're going to add, increase some energy and boom bop. But we're going to come back and talk a little bit about an anime.
Yeah.
See if Drity catches his second win.
I'm fucking tired, though, for real.
This motherfucker over here, bruh.
I know when I get home, I'm going to pass right out.
Man. We're going to take a little break. We're going to come back and hit the anime, alright? Oh, shit.
I mean, our conversation's been good.
Oh, that's been cool. I ain't say it's bad. I said that shit while we was playing Mad in the Shadow and he missed the field goal.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How did he miss a field goal? I don't understand.
Bruh, because he did whatever I done did that shit when I was fucking with Shadow before. And you remember one time my Shadow was talking to me and I fucking missed the field goal?
Yeah, you fucking shanked it for sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, that happened. So, I did the exact same shit.
You guys will miss a lot of field goals. I don't.
Every once in a while, you miss the field goal, too.
Yeah, if it's like 50 plus.
Well, you also, most of the time, if you're playing
about college, then yeah, all day.
Yeah.
Okay, all day I miss field goals.
Yeah, and if you're not playing with the Cowboys, you gonna miss the field. If you're playing with the Cowboys, you have the best kicker in the fucking game.
Correct, but that's beside the point. I'm talking about it in general. If it's like 30 plus, I don't know how you guys miss.
30 less.
30 plus. Yeah, 20 plus. So
20 less. 20 or less.
40 or less.
How am I missing 40 or less?
I don't know. I just don't understand how you do.
Bruh, because you know why? Because you know what?
Even with the worst kicker in the league, I can still hit it at 20.
Sometimes it's just the timing just be off of some fuck shit. And then also, I ain't gonna lie, if you have a bad internet connection and you try to kick, it's fucked up. That'll fuck you up too.
Well, outside of
besides
if the game's
that,
running perfectly, I don't know. I don't see how you.
I mean, I don't miss that many field goals.
You've past few times we played, you missed. It's the past 10 times we played, you missed 4.
I have not missed 4.
Yeah, I promise.
I have not missed 4.
I promise you have.
I have not missed 4.
I'm not trying to dick you around like that. I wouldn't do that. I don't care.
I have not missed 4.
Okay.
I have not missed 4. Normally, you know, I'll
you missed at least. You missed at least 3 or 4 in the last.
I feel like I missed 2.
You missed 3 or 4 in the last 20 games we played.
I don't think so. I feel like I missed 2. I feel like, let's put it this way, I feel like I missed more in the last 10 games we played than the 10 games before that.
I agree, but you've been missing a lot lately.
I've been fucking up. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I kick a field goal, I just shut you motherfuckers off. I just shut y'all off quiet.
No, that's fair. I understand that.
I just be like,
even with all the noise, I could still make the kick.
nah, sometimes I still just don't be like, fuck it, I just be tripping, or I'm in the middle of saying something.
The other day, though, I missed the fucking easy field goal. It was like 52, 55, whatever.
Well, sometimes you just not paying no attention, and you talking, and you hitting the A through the thing, and then randomly the shit's actually ready, and then you kick. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you ain't paying no attention, you just talking, and you just hit A, like, on some fuck shit. And yeah, so especially when you just got finished scoring, there's some cockiness going along with that. Like, oh, here's the field goal. You just come up and you just be like, and then yeah.
And Madden, I just don't understand how you get this from like 40 or less.
Yeah. Need another kicker, motherfucker. Fucking ratified out. The other day, whenever who the fuck me we played a kick? Was that you or somebody else?
With the Bills, I missed 52. But that's 50 plus.
Nah, it wasn't you I was playing. It was Shadow. Motherfucker, have you did a game on the line kick yet?
Yeah, where it slows it down and makes it harder.
And it's like all fucked up and the angles and shit not right. And yeah, that shit trash. I did that shit the other day. On the game on the line. You know what? Me and Shadow was talking the other day, Drity. You can't be mad at us about that.
I can be mad at whatever I want.
No, you can't, because that means you actually have a catchphrase.
Game on the line?
Yes, you really have one that we're just using frequently.
Yeah, but you guys are doing it in a different manner than what I mean by it.
You've had an impact, though.
You guys are trying to like make fun of me because I say that.
You've had an impact, though.
I'm not trying to say it when I'm...
You've had an impact, though. That's the thing. Like, you gotta realize, like, oh...
Game's on the line every down, bro. I'm telling you, it is. That's how I play. Why do you think I win a lot? Why do you think I have that mentality? I win a lot because of that mentality. You know that, right?
Motherfucker, game's on the line. Game's on the line.
Once I'm winning by 2 or 3, it's all on the line.
Fuck that. Nah, this motherfucker, he could be losing by 1 and quit.
I could be winning by 2 and quit.
I mean, winning by 1. I'm sorry, you winning by 1 and quit.
That's right.
That was some fuck shit.
I'm consistent.
That is fuck shit.
It is, but I am consistent with it.
And at one point, make that shit close. Man, he'd be like, yeah, I'm like, bruh, yeah, that's right, yeah. I'm fucking a digital referee. That's what I'm doing. Dude,
a lot of fucks the last game we had. All the fuck shit went my way. I mean, all the fuck shit went my way that last game we played.
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, besides that one run, you really didn't stop my big runs. Outside of that one run that I definitely should have been down like 3 or 4 times.
Why does that look like sperm swimming, bruh?
Those are fucking puzzle pieces, bro.
No. The puzzle pieces, when they come together, it looks like sperm swimming, bruh. It looks like, look who's talking.
She's in a bathing suit. No, she's not.
That purple one right there don't look like sperm swimming.
I hate you.
What?
I'm mad at you.
Why are you mad?
Because you pointed out something that looks, now that I'm never going to unsee. I didn't even connect those two. I didn't even, like, put those two together.
I didn't even know what the picture was going to be. I just saw sperm forming. See, on my TV. Like, wow.
I thought it was just water. I never would have thought that.
We see the world differently.
I just don't. I guess.
And then they puzzle piece of sperm together before the thing was even there. I would see a sperm before the bitch was even there.
See, I never even thought about it that way.
So it wasn't even. I was just like.
I didn't even go into a sexual nature there.
I ain't say it was sexual. It was not.
That's sexual. Come on, don't play games with me.
The last one I saw, the moose knuckle. At the end, all the endings are sexual.
And it seems that way for you, but I never.
Think it seems that way for? I don't. No.
That's exactly what it is. I never once connected that. I never even thought about it being that way. I thought it was just water.
Bro, what the hell? You just oblivious.
No, I just don't think that way.
No, fuck no. You know what the fuck you thinking, motherfucker.
No, I never thought, dude. I'm being 1,000,000,000% honest with you, dude. I don't care enough to lie. It's not my business. I don't care enough to lie. I've never thought that, not once. I thought it was just water. This entire time, I thought it was blue. It was water.
So I'm the nasty-minded individual.
Yes. In this instance, yes.
But that didn't look like sperm to you.
After you pointed it out, yes.
So you telling me just because I'm walking around, like I just walk around just look for sperm and things?
No.
What you saying? Like,
no,
like the whole time, I'm just like...
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
There goes a sperm right there. In my daily life, I'm just sperm.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying... in this instance, you connected it to a sexual manner. What you did, don't lie, don't try to play that, right? You did. I never thought of it that way. But now that you pointed out, right? I'm gonna be like, well, now I'm never gonna unsee that. I'm gonna always think that's sperm now.
Okay, so
if I'm watching with somebody who would not connect it like you did, right? I'm gonna be like, oh shit, that looks like sperm, doesn't it? And they're gonna be fucking hating me for it because they're gonna be like, I hate you because you're right. So it's not like you're wrong in any way, shape, or form, right? And it's not like it's a bad thing you connected it. It just happens, right? Sometimes you're like, damn, that reminds me of this. I didn't connect that until you said it.
Okay, so and I'll do that. The last time that motherfucker went and I saw that screen, it was coming together like that, right? I saw a very, and don't make me seem like I'm super sexual. Her vagina was drawn in detail in those shorts.
Yep. It
was in detail. You did not need to have that much detail in that. So hence, I'm already looking like, okay, what are we gonna put together now?
You're gonna watch a lot of anime with moose knuckle, dude.
No, I'm just saying. So I'm just like, so they're just thinking of what vaginas just look at. It's like, fuck it.
They accurately depict it though.
They're just Lululemon in that shit. Just fuck it. Just draw tight.
I mean, they're trying to accurately describe people.
Tauruses. All these people, motherfucker.
You're gonna see a lot of fat lips in anime through panties and shit. So it's a thing. It doesn't bother me.
It's over sexual.
No, that's not true. I hate that conversation, man. Not all anime is over sexualized. They're depicted correctly. If you've seen a person wearing shorts like that in real life that was tight like that, what would you see? Exactly what is being shown. Just because it's drawn doesn't need to immediately mean it's sexualized, okay?
But if you decide to draw from that angle, that means you decided to set it from a sexy angle. That was a sexy angle. You know that was a sexy. That sperm, that girl had on shorts.
To a sense.
And it was near her ass, the sperm was.
But she's looking down innocently. Like, it's if you see somebody wearing that kind of clothing, every time you're going to see something like that. Guaranteed in real life, so not all anime is over-sexualized. There's a lot of them sexualized. I agree. That's not what I'm disagreeing with, okay? There's 1,000% anime is sexualized, right? It's what it is. It doesn't bother me now.
I think
it's normal.
And it's the reason why I want to go to the 18+ summer party.
Yeah,
and got disappointed.
But that was trash. Anyway, that's beside the point, okay? In real life, if somebody was wearing that and you were looking at them from that angle, you would definitely see that, right?
Yes.
It's accurately depicted.
But if they set up the camera...
It doesn't have to be sexualized.
But if you set up a camera...
Humans are just naturally a sexualized...
No, but if you take the camera from that angle and you present that for me, you want that to be sexual.
I don't agree with you, personally.
You don't agree with me?
It
could be very artistic, but most of the time, that's Instagram bait right there. If a girl is sitting there just like this, and I'm seeing her moves knuckle straight from there, because I can click on Instagram and see that shit.
I agree.
That is clickbait for me to look at some sexual shit.
I can agree with that.
Okay.
I just don't think anime is overly sexualized as people want to say it.
Man, fuck that.
This is a hot topic too. See, now we're getting into a hot debate here.
Look, that took longer. It takes longer to draw that scene than it takes for a girl to go put her Lululemons on and take a picture from that angle. They knew that shit was going to be sexualized when they did it.
But it doesn't need to be sexualized. See, human brain, I'm not saying just you, don't think I'm putting you out there like that. Don't think that's what I'm doing.
I like the fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'll let you know with some shit seems
but we're talking about anime being sexualized, right? We're putting it. We're out here now. You fucking started this debate here. Yeah, you fucking did this, you motherfucker.
Bruh.
And I've had some real deep conversations with myself about this, right?
Okay.
It's like real deep conversations.
So I'm gonna tell you this, right? You know that picture you gave me from Texas?
Which one?
The picture you gave me from Texas. You only gave me one picture.
Did I give you 3 girls?
No, it was one girl and like three ghouls from Mario. The ghost from Mario.
That was drawn for sexualized reasons.
I know, but then my daughter saw that and she was just like, "Why is anime just so? Why do they do this?" And I'm just like,
"They did." Well, that's your fault for leaving it out. It's not on me, right? You left that out.
I was waiting to get a frame.
Well, that's fair because I need to get mine framed for real.
Yes, I've been trying to buy a frame so I can hang it up somewhere.
But I bought that for that reason. So it was sexualized on purpose there. That wasn't
sexualized.
Not
bro, if we go to every one of them editors of them bitch, I'm sure it's some man in some little boy or some man in prison be happy for that image and it would be inspiration.
Of course.
Or probably some young ladies as well.
Because they're sexualizing it. But
or,
that goes to human nature though. You're automatically sexualizing it. I'm not.
I mean, you can sexualize food as well as just not the norm.
Dude, this whole debate is anime over sexualized. Yes and no.
If I put the amount of time to animate something, to draw something, I may not. Nah, fuck nah. Because if you do it more than once, somebody already told you what your style is.
I just don't think it's. I don't. Anime is sexualized. There's no denying that. It's one of its quirks. I mean, that's how it is, right? That's how anime is. It's one of the quirks, right? But
now, do the people drawing this want their kids fucking dressed the way that they draw?
I mean, that was just overalls. I mean,
and depicted in those things, would they want their kids in those positions?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, their kids are gonna be in those positions anyway.
Oh, fuck, I got kids. You think I want my kids gapped open, motherfucker, with their boots knuckle tight as fuck, fucking in a picture?
It's gonna happen.
No, it's not gonna happen. Kids, no, it's not. It doesn't have to happen as an adult. If you teach them properly, it doesn't. If your daughter doesn't want to go be Jenna Jameson, I'm sorry, I know that's an old bitch. If doesn't want to go be Mia Khalifa, if I can find something
she's
new.
Old too.
Damn, I have not been beating out my meat to Triple X material recently, I guess.
I've never. So that's another conversation. People are like, oh, when I was young, we were like 18 to 25, right? Mm. They're like, oh yeah, did you see this? This porn star. It's like, who? The porn star. I was like, I don't know their names. I'm not into porn like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get that, like, it's cool. You want to learn people, who they are, what they do. That's one thing. Like, you want to follow somebody's works. You want to be into that. I get that. Right? Like, people who with band names, like people with bands, dude. A lot of people know almost every member's name. I don't. I'm not a member guy. Like, there's only one band that I've actually truly known most of the members. That's Linkin Park, because they were my favorite band of all time.
I like Linkin Park. R.I.P. Chester.
Oh, for sure. And the new singer, Armstrong, I can't think of her first name right now, and I just looked it up last night, but her last name's Armstrong. But she does Chester's parts not as good, okay? It's not Chester. She doesn't feel the music. She's just singing lyrics. She's not feeling the music. That's the issue there. It's because she's not really believing what she's singing. But their new album, with her lyrics originally, super good. Love it, right?
It's just not Chester.
It's not Chester, but when you're trying to do Chester songs like Numb or In the End or One Step Closer, you don't feel the music because you didn't write those lyrics and they weren't written for your style. So I get it. You're not as good. That's going to happen, right? And people need to stop, like, of course you're going to compare Chester to her, and why wouldn't you? Because it's still Linkin Park. So
if you sing them songs, you don't get that comparison.
Of course, 100%. Everybody's like, well, I don't need you do it. You do it. I'm sorry, everybody compares.
I can't do it, but I know that mean, I'm gonna compare it, but I know that
yeah, right. Everybody like most people know surfacely, like,
but that's
or in a
also
deeper meaning that it's not her. It's not for her. It wasn't written for her style. It wasn't written for her to feel. But they're gonna compare because every human judges. Every human does.
So question, like, so also, right, like, and Chester's situation is different because you know what I'm saying, like, boom, he passed away, versus him getting kicked out of the band. You know what I'm saying, like, so that's different. So the fact that she's doing the part, I feel like she should get less kickback because it's not like she's replacing someone who's here. She's replacing someone who's not here anymore.
Well, that's why I think some people want to give more kickback because they want you to do right by his name. That's why you get more kickback. I think if the band, I'm on the opposite spectrum. If the band kicks you out, you either have creative differences or you guys did something wrong or it just wasn't working out right. Like there's bad blood, right? So it's easier to replace the singer than it is to memorialize the singer. You know what I mean? And that's what she was trying to do. When she was singing those songs, right?
She was trying to replace him.
She wasn't trying to replace him necessarily, but she was trying to like pay homage to him. Like, hey, this was Chester's music. We all understand that. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna really, really give it my all. But she was trying too hard. She wasn't feeling the music. She wasn't flowing with it. It wasn't written for her. So in the overall scheme of things, people judge her way more harshly because she was trying to be something. She was trying her hardest to make it sound good, right? She was trying too hard. To pay homage, pay homage, respect the man. Put the man's name in respect, right? But it's more so you tried too hard. You didn't feel the music, you were just singing lyrics. You felt the loss for the man. You felt that you truly wanted to respect the man, but you didn't truly feel the lyrics.
I got you.
So that's and you can't help but compare. Nobody can. Everybody compares. Everybody judges. Oh, I don't judge. No. Everybody judges. It just depends on if you act on your judgment.
I mean, it just depends. Like, you know what I'm saying? Moving forward, like, I don't know, man. Chester, he's one of them irreplaceable voices, and you can't AI that man. So I don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah.
Like, anyway, so you can feel it. That soul. When you can put soul on a record, like, and that's saying something for me to be like Black talking about motherfucking white guy putting soul on a record. Cause that's how, dude. That's literally what he did.
See the whole thing. I get like, there's black music, there's white music, there's Mexican
but just to say soul and put it in there, cause like his spirit is in there. Like I couldn't just grab anybody. Like those recordings, like it's almost some supernatural shit that's in that motherfucker. That's what I'm saying.
I agree.
Like,
but when you said you're black and it's not like I'm black, so I don't. Music's for everyone, man.
I say that.
I think music, it doesn't matter if you're black, you're white, you're Hispanic, you're anything else in the world. Music's music. I think one of the greatest creations on the planet is music. Like, I think it's so raw, it's so perfect. Not perfect because nothing's perfect. But I think music is internationally loved and racially loved. Like, it doesn't matter. Now, is there proclivity towards, does more black people listen to rap than white people? Sure. It's more geared towards them, sure, but should the color barrier exist because of that? No.
So to put it this way, right, for a band that was assembled and didn't come together organically, right? Because that's the story of Linkin Park, right?
What do you mean?
They were assembled; they didn't come together organically.
Most of the group besides Chester was organically brought together.
All right.
So. Mike Shinoda started the band, and then he created it. They all came together, and then they were auditioning for a singer, and here comes Chester. He's like, "That's it. That's what we need." So it's not like they didn't organically come together. It's just what do you really define organically, and how do you really define organically together? Like, because you could say you doing tryouts for a lead singer of a band, right? That's an organic way to find a singer, right? It's not like, not every band was childhood friends. They all came together.
Let's put it this way.
They were like best friends as younger, and then they all came together just without thinking about it, right?
Did the band choose, or did the record company help them choose?
The band chose.
No, but I'm saying that's what I was saying. If the band choose, or did the record company help them choose? Like on some, like almost like on some.
It might have been the record label that helped get Chester there, but I think the band ultimately chose.
And that's what I'm saying. So that's the reason why that may be the reason why the story's told to me, where I like, again, where I thought that shit, they weren't organically like boom, that it was kind of like pieces, and it was like ding 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 ding. So for me to be, from what my perspective was, a band that was kind of like a symbol and just gelled together really well, that like if they didn't come together growing up hitting like, you know, the dive bars for fucking 2 years together, it's soul in that motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like that motherfucker is damn near, somehow it's a rock song that's bluesy, which I know that that rock fucking origins is from the blues. You know what I mean? It's a bluesy rock rap song that's just been so many genres that just it worked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And no matter what, like, you can sit there and do that. When you listen to that, like, now I ain't gonna lie, my kids, when I'm sitting there and the mother come on the radio and I'm going, in the end, it doesn't even matter, they looking at me like I'm crazy as fuck. But
because
I'm feeling it.
It's not their generation.
I know, but I'm feeling it. Yeah, but sometimes you can still.
Yeah, you can cross generations. I think all music should be listened to.
Yeah.
I think all generations of music should be crossed. That's not what I'm saying. Because I listen to fucking Beethoven. I listen to fucking Chopin. I listen to fucking music from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, everything, right?
Shit, I'm going to go see the Temptations and the Four Tops.
I want those fucking Temptations and Four Tops are amazing. But that's beside the point. I digress, I should say. But here's how you knew Chester belonged organically in Linkin Park. So Mike Shinoda did an interview saying, you know, back in the day when they first started up, Mike Shinoda's like, Chester is this band. Like, it's Mike Shinoda's band. He's the one who created it. He's the one that produces the music. He's the one that produces lyrics. That's not, well, Chester produced the lyrics too, but that's beside the point. We're talking about the beginning, right? He said that the record labels went to Chester and was like, without you, this band would not be as good. So if you want to go, we want you to go solo. You know what Chester was like? No. I don't want to go solo. I want to be with this band. I want to stay where I'm at. This is where it's supposed to be, and I feel so this is organic for me. This is where I'm supposed to be. And then Mike Shinoda was like, that's how you knew. That's how you knew that you could trust Chester and truly lean on him to be what the band needs to be.
Because he was a star that wasn't going to be bigger than the star. It wasn't going to be bigger than the band, even though he was bigger than the band.
Exactly.
Even though Mike Shinoda went off and did some other shit without him as well. Oh, fuck you, bitch. They can be seen. All right, so let's hop up on My Hero Vigilante real quick, so that way we can go ahead and end this pod real quick.
Well, we still got 2 more things.
What else?
Crunchyroll Awards.
Oh shit, Crunchyroll Awards.
Yeah.
All right, let's hit that.
I'm so excited for tonight, dude. I have to go home. I'm getting my second win, by the way. It's here. I'm back. I'm up. Anyway, Crunchyroll Awards, right? So there's always, so this is where we're gonna mesh, right? What WWE stars may appear at the Crunchyroll Awards? Because there's usually a couple, right? There has been a few times the past 3 or 4 years. There's a few presenters. You know what I'm saying? So who do you think will be a good fit? Who can do it? Who really understand and like anime? Who, in your opinion, would be a presenter for the Anime Awards?
Selena Vega.
Selena Vega, why?
She cosplays in Hellas.
So does she actually like anime, or does she just like to cosplay?
No, she's in the community. She buys stuff from people who make cosplay. She really be about that life. Like, yeah, Zelina Vega deservingly, yes. United States champion.
You know more about their personal lives than I do, so I'm asking you at a standpoint.
I mean, I just see.
Remember, I'm leaning on you towards this area because I don't get into their personal life.
If I was to pick ambassadors, I would pick her, Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods, you can just tell from how many they came out as fucking Dragon Ball characters one year.
Yeah, they did.
Like, you know what I'm saying, with the armor and shit. And they like, that's a lot of gear that whenever they come out. Like, one person, and not anime, but just in general, if you go and look at Rey Mysterio, his isn't anime, but you see a lot of different.
I think like Mexico and anime was just like fucking.
Yeah. Well, I told you whenever I was like, bro, I want to watch Senseiya. Reason why? Because the Mexican dude I used to watch, he had like the DVDs, and that's where I started watching from, like the old ones.
Yeah, the originals.
The originals, and
I think that was big series, in Mexico. I think the remake series is a little better, but yeah, that's just.
I started watching that like back, but even that, like, he be having themes in his gear, so you know what I'm saying, like Gargano. Gargano used to have a lot of, like, he came out with Wolverine and shit. Like, a lot of people be having their gear be inspired by a lot of things. I wouldn't say Shinsuke was going to be there just because he's fucking Japanese. I wouldn't do that. I would probably say, Xavier Woods, Zelina Vega.
And we are talking about current roster, obviously.
Yeah. I almost want to say AJ Styles just because I know he got clout over in Japan.
I just don't feel like that's his vibe, though.
He's gamer type. I don't know. I know he's deep in the gaming, though. So, and I would see, like, amongst that, like, he know how to go in there and shop. Like, he lived over in Japan for hellas.
Yeah. He was in New Japan Wrestling.
Ain't no telling what, over there, you can be doing all type of random promotions for shit.
Right.
Just randomly. So, I don't know. So, I wouldn't say AJ Styles, but I would love to say Io Sky. I would send her over there, or I would have her do a presentation. Because to have her be able to cut a promo in a language she actually speaks and talk about something, I would gladly send Io over there.
Yeah.
Gladly.
And she's still champ, isn't she?
Yes. Yes, I would gladly have Io talk for because ain't no women on this card for today.
Which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to say anime of the year because that's the biggest topic.
Who would you send? Or
who do you think? I honestly, like I said, I really don't know their personal life.
Anybody, pick one or two.
Huh?
Pick one or two.
Just anybody?
Anybody. Who would you think? Because you said Bianca Belair's been there before, too. So
Naomi has been there. I know that for a fact.
Black people love anime.
Everybody loves anime.
Nah, but black women really love anime.
Okay.
Like, it's just a weird thing. It's almost like, I would say, like, it's almost weird, like Wu-Tang type shit. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, Wu-Tang was like that cross of martial arts and rap, hip-hop type culture that came.
I can agree with that.
And then anime is like the next generation of blending where it's just like culture just kind of...
Speaking of blending two cultures together, Linkin Park, really some of their covers back in the day was inspired by Gundam.
For real?
Yeah. The Reanimation album, it has a robot on it, but it was really like a Gundam robot.
I almost wanted to see what the end of this motherfucker was so I can show you some sexualized shit. But okay. All right. So, best anime of the fucking... All right. So, what's up? What's after that? What we got? Best anime? Or what you want to lead up to best anime?
We'll only talk about two, right? Okay.
Which two you want to hit?
We'll talk about anime of the year. So, what we have here is an opportunity or an impasse.
Hold on, question. Didn't we vote for this shit like a long time ago?
Yeah, we voted like last month.
Nah, it was before last month. That shit was like 2 months ago.
No, it was in March. Oh yeah, 2 months ago. Yeah. You're right. No, but yeah, it was in March. Yeah.
It's been a minute. I know because we had multiple podcasts after that shit, and then we didn't have any podcasts like 2-3 weeks, and it's still ain't here yet. What the fuck? I thought Japanese people supposed to be quick and efficient.
Well, they got
their voting system should be quicker than ours. Like, don't Donald Trump us, motherfucker.
Well, they gotta have 2 months to like prepare for it and fucking. Anyway, everybody who votes, they got to count the vote. Anyway, it makes sense. We're in an impasse or probability. What's the you haven't watched Free Run, which was like very close to like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which was really close to that. Like the feel of it, the story of it, the characters of it, and how the world was built. So we have that, right? Because I'm giving you that as reference point to give you an understanding of what Freeman is kind of like, right? So wholesome, very, very slice of life, very like character building, very deep story, deeper meanings. And then we got Soul Leveling, which is a surface level to me, but not totally surface level because there's real deep meanings in that too. But I think Free Run was voted really high. It's considered one of the top 5 animes of all time. Top 10.
I've been seeing that. Everybody been telling me to watch it.
It's like we'll do a top 10, but it's really top 5. But we'll do top 10.
How do you feel it should be on the Mount Rushmore of animes?
Not yet.
Do you feel like it should be top 10?
Yeah.
That says a lot. From your knowledge, that says a lot.
Well, it just depends on what you really like. You know what I mean? Like objectively, like if I think of it like as without putting my taste in consideration, it's definitely top 10. Putting my taste in consideration, top 15. But it's really top 5. But it's in my taste, it's like top 10, top 15. But and then we got Soul Leveling on the other side, which is quick, action packed, like great fight choreography, great storytelling, like different, right? Different aura. Aura's being fucking like sent all over the world. I mean, it's got a lot of aura, right? So, would you vote Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood as best anime of the year, or would you vote Solo Leveling as the best anime of the year for you?
See, that'd be hard.
Exactly.
You want me to tell you why I'd say that?
Go ahead.
Because I know the full story of Full Metal Alchemist. So I'd have to limit it to like the first chapter, first section.
Well, let's just say the vibe. The overall vibe of it, right? What would you do? The overall vibe of Solo Leveling versus the overall vibe of Full Metal Alchemist.
I really like Full Metal Alchemist. You know, Full Metal Alchemist is one of my top 5.
Oh yeah, of course. It's like 70% of people would put it 1 easily.
And Solo Leveling,
it's actually the top 3 greatest animes of all time considered.
So, and I don't know what Solo Leveling is gonna do eventually at some point, or if it's ever. Let's just say hypothetically, what if it never gives me an ending and it just leaves me with a chub with no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, that's the reason why I gotta just go back to the beginning. The beginning, if I was just to be like boom boom, I pick Solo Leveling like a motherfucker.
Would you? And why would you say that?
Because the first 2 episodes of Solo Leveling grips me quicker than the first 2 episodes of
Full Metal Alchemist Brother, but you gotta consider it as a whole though, honestly. Because as a whole, you can't consider Solo Leveling as a whole because it's not finished and they're building it up differently, obviously. And then Full Metal Brotherhood literally finishes the story.
Yeah.
Because the first Full Metal Alchemist wasn't terrible. There was some cool. I loved a lot of aspects of the first one.
I like both of them. I feel like they coincide.
Yeah, but I think the ending of the first one was like just booty cheeks. But
it wasn't ideal.
Right, because they created their own way of putting things. But I get it, and they didn't even meet Father. I don't think.
No.
In the first one.
No.
It just ended it. But I voted Solo Leveling, but I think Free Run's gonna win.
I feel like Free Run's probably gonna win too. I feel like Solo Leveling caught clout and like boom, but like my nephew watching like anime, he like 12, 13. He watched Solo Leveling. I'm pretty sure he didn't watch Free Run. Didn't watch Windbreakers either.
Oh, Breakers is a different level though. We're we're gonna put Freerun and Soul Leveling top tier. We could put Windbreakers mid tier to low, very low top tier.
Damn, you gonna Sun Jin Woo that man?
What do you mean?
Jin Woo low tier.
No. I said Soul Leveling is in the top.
I'm talking about because, like, as far as Boom, like, because he was a low level hunter.
Okay, that's fair. He was the worst. He was the weakest hunter. He was considered the weakest hunter of all time. But yeah.
He had just enough to say it.
So I think I put Windbreakers maybe high mid tier or very low. I don't even put it high tier, honestly. But it's definitely a high mid tier or middle mid tier. Not saying it isn't a good. Not saying it isn't a good anime. It just because the animators do their job, right? They do what they have to do, but to make it as good as they can. So I don't want to knock any animators down because animators is like a death march. You're fucking rushing to put shit out. Like,
and I ain't gonna lie, I know Delicious in Dungeon was in that topic too, and
yeah, you could put Freerun and Delicious Dungeon as the same kind of.
I'm waiting on that shit to end too, and I want to see, and I'm just waiting on it. Like, I was kind of pissed.
Oh yeah, dude, seasons are a waiting game. Always has been, always will be.
Yeah, but that's what I kind of like about TV, and that's why I like episodic dropping weekly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it gives me time to digest content versus just eating it all up at the same time.
Well, Naruto used to be put out weekly. That's why One Piece doesn't stop. They have great intermissions, but they put it out every week, all year. Besides probably a 2-month intervention sometimes.
So One Piece is the wrestling of anime.
Yeah. But wrestling puts out something every single week. Like they don't not show a new episode of Raw every week.
Every once in a while. You remember they used to have like some type of shit used to come on back in the day on Raw. Like it'd be like some type dog championship or some random shit.
Yeah, and
like
they do recaps, but
and then they wouldn't have it'd be like boom. It's a little bit. They give them most of the time now it's more like but before they used to give them a little bit like a something somebody else will buy that slot worth more than Raw. Like that slot. It happens every once in a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but anyway, One Piece doesn't stop. It's a year-round thing, and I wish a lot of animes were like that. But the budgets and everybody wants a new anime, so fucking they have to stop project. Some people after the season's done, they don't get back on that project. They go to another project. It's a whole thing.
So after that, you got anime of the year, and what you have after that?
Action anime of the year, and that's gonna definitely nothing comes close to Solo Leveling for action.
I would say that.
Nothing comes close.
I would say that.
The only reason why Solo Leveling doesn't win action of the year is because it's gonna win anime of the year. Does that make sense?
They won't let them stack up too much if they win.
They stack up. You can win animation of the year. You can win voice actor of the year. You can win all these other. They can all win. One person can win every award, but then it just doesn't seem right to me.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know if I'm just late to the anime topic or what, or because boom, but my algorithm is like, nah, because I was getting the other shit before Solo Leveling popped in, and when he popped up, like Aura's been mentioned more. Riz Wu, yeah. Yeah, shit like that. Like I feel like he's having an impact on culture, and that's one of the reasons why I be looking at that too. Like, not just boom, but also the impact you have on the culture, and not just a cheesy impact, like actual impact.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, not if you just the one of like.
I mean, horror's always been a part of anime, but it's widely more talked about now. But anyway, it comes on at like 3 a.m. It's gonna suck, but it is.
Hey, so shit, you gonna go home and take a nap? You gonna be able to watch Main Event or no?
What time is it?
I don't know what time Main Event come on. Actually, that's what I was trying to see. At some point, shit. Let's see.
Anyway, what do you think of? Since we haven't talked about vigilantes in a while, let's not talk about episode. We haven't been talking about episode per week. So what do you think of it so far overall?
Overall, it's moving. I feel like it's moving a little kind of slow.
Yeah, definitely.
It's building towards some stuff though, but it's like, I don't know, man. It seems like the beginning whenever, like when I first watched a Marvel show, and I hate the first season because the first season we have to, and this don't sound bad. The first season we have to see the team assemble and learn all of their funny quirks or whatever their bullshit comes upon the back of them.
Yeah.
In order for them to gel together as a team, as we see that, and I'm seeing this develop as this, and the beginning team type shit, like versus whenever we come in and watch what's that, the Black, what was that you had me, Black Lagoon,
Yeah.
Whereas they were already gelled together and we get one person's perspective coming in, and he's seeing an established group already.
Yeah.
Whereas now we're seeing a group becoming a group.
Yeah, I agree.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think
so.
I think Knuckle Duster goes rogue though eventually.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's very, very like, and then like the newest episode, I really like that because it was like, what defines good and evil, pretty much, or what defines a hero or a villain? Is it necessarily good and evil, or is it just a loss? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're talking about heroes and vigilantes and heroes.
No. First it said heroes and villains at first, before they even got the vigilantes, I believe.
Yeah.
It was talking about what's the difference because...
And then vigilantes are relics of the past.
Yeah. So, I'm liking that whole thought concept because it's kind of giving me like a backstory of like how that world sees like what makes you a hero, what makes you a vigilante. It's more than just paperwork. Is it ideals? Is it morals? Is it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas like whenever we're introduced to my hero, it's old boy morals that makes him wants to be a hero. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just morally wants to do right.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
So does the main character in Vigilantes.
The main character, he just morally wants to do right too, but he at least has a quirk, whereas the original guy had no quirk and something was given to him. Whereas right now, it's like he has a very weird quirk. How are they gonna boost it? Is something gonna be given to him? Is he gonna end up with one of them drugs? Is he gonna be able to just slide with, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going to end up happening to him?
My real question is he going to show up in the main series?
This is the last episode for the season, so I mean the last season. I mean it's the last. No. I mean it's the last season for my hero.
For the main story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the main story. So he only got one season to show up.
Yeah, I know. He could just be a fucking, a cameo though.
Yeah, and that's one reason too. And if I be watching shit like that, like I had to. Like, cause I watched my hero, but I don't remember what season was Stain in.
Season 2.
So then I was wondering. I was trying to remember. Like I was like that person was from there. So then it's the callbacks and the Easter eggs as well. Listen, there, and then I'm not like.
I did like the whole Stain. I like the whole Stain becoming Stain, like his descent to where he was in the show. So, and then he changed in the end of the show to Poker Face.
I don't know. You do want a poker face though, don't you? It's that red hair.
Yeah.
And fair skin. I don't know.
And messy attitude.
Yeah. Tasha Leon. Oh, I used to like her.
Anyway. So yeah, my overall opinion for
starting an hour and 17. It's starting an hour and 17 minutes, so
see right there. What does that say?
Becoming a spectacle.
Exactly. Starting a company like that, you want a spectacle. You want a guy who could be over the top. Back to our earlier conversation. That's just my opinion about
it. The callback. The Hogan-esque.
Yeah. I mean, is he a good person?
Nah, I ain't. You know what? Personally, I want the black people that's not that mad at Hulk Hogan. I want the people that's not that mad at Hulk Hogan. I feel like that was just pillow talk. Bruh. No, we're looking to see what time WrestleMania come on, bruh. No,
it's not WrestleMania.
I mean, not WrestleMania, the main event. What was I saying though? Nah, it's not. I don't hate him for anything that's just bump. It's just like
that's a shit.
It's just more like
pillow talk.
I understand the pillow talk shit he did. That was some shit that was said in private. That wasn't like he went outside and was like, "Oh fuck all niggas." It was just like he was talking about who his daughter was fucking. At that point in time, we all got credits. I feel some type of way too. You might hear me say some shit too. I like my daughter fucking this old Mario Luigi looking ass motherfucker. Like, and that may be true. It's like me saying something wrong, but like, you know what I'm saying? That was
Mario Luigi looking motherfucker because you looked at me and then automatically thought of Mario Luigi.
That is correct. I'm just saying.
It's me.
So at that point in time, they were like, "Oh, you're." I'm like, "No, motherfucker, I didn't mean anything by it. It's just my perception." So, and it wasn't meant to be out there. So I'm not even really super mad at him about that shit. But the way he went about, like, and act like he didn't give a fuck that it was said, then I kind of felt some way about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, which is kind of asshole backwards, but it is what it is. But also, when it all came said and done, I really wasn't a Hulk Hogan fan. I was a Macho Man fan.
That's fair.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the other guy. Like, if I want a spectacle, that's another guy.
I'd take Macho Man over it, yeah.
Just Hulk
He's
Hogan.
just not bigger than life, though.
Right.
Hulk Hogan was bigger than life. 20-inch python, brother!
Yeah, it was over the top. It was definitely a spectacle.
7.
Yeah, we already figured that out. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what we were doing originally.
That's what we was looking at. That's why we look spaced out. That's why we have a great editor that nobody knows. I appreciate you being here and watching, though. But nobody knows how great I edit. At some point in time, the people will figure it out.
You build it, he will come.
If I build it, Drity will watch.
That's stupid.
If I edit, he will watch.
Anyway, I think this so far has been a good podcast.
Yeah. So besides that, Vigilante, that was my perspective. I did a lot of talking, but like...
I agree with mostly what you say.
Okay. That's what's up.
Like, it is slow. It's a slow burn. Not as bad as some other animes, but it's slow. It's not as exciting as the original story for My Hero. Of course, it wasn't going to be, though. I mean, any spin-off series, sometimes it could be better, but it's 98% of the time it's not. I do like that they expand on some of the heroes that when in the main show
Unison.
when in the main show, they're just, blah, 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 or this, right? But they're actually expanding on, like, say Aizawa, their teacher. He's actually a hero now. He's not really the teacher yet.
Yeah.
But, or he is, or he's just being the teacher. Either way, right? You expand on him. You expanding on, Ingenium. You saw Ingenium as, the brother.
When he was still up and active and moving and good and shit.
Yeah, and you saw that. You saw Stain becoming Stain, right? Stain doll, and then he finally becomes Stain. I just want to know when he becomes a hero killer and why. Personally, that's what I want to see. If you're gonna elaborate on Stain's story, let's put it there. Let's eventually get it to that point, because the pivotal point for him. I like the fact that it's given a lot of cameos to a lot of other heroes, and overall it's a good cameo show for some backgrounds we want to see. So
question.
And I would like to see a little bit more of All Might in his actual hero days before he got injured.
So would the show survive without the My Hero branding?
That's a good question. I'd have to see how the season plays out, but so far I wouldn't say it would, but I wouldn't say it wouldn't. It wouldn't be a high tier anime for sure, like My Hero is. No. No, it wouldn't. It would be a mid tier, okay? Building up to maybe a high tier, but
So it's not fully the WNBA.
No, I think it could last on its own. I just don't think it would have had the same pop. Does that make sense?
Yeah. That's fucked up. You knew exactly what I meant too. That was not what you meant. You knew exactly what the fuck I meant.
I think the WNBA can stand on its own, but that's a whole nother
You really think so?
That's an old. Yeah, I think that's a whole nother hot topic. Like,
oh, that's worth talking about for real.
The Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese conversation. Like, I could, because I watch a lot of Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark controversy. And like you say, I'm not in current event, but I watch that a lot. Yeah. Don't know why, it just interests me.
Because it's Larry Bird, it's conflict. It's the reason why we like wrestling. It's two people who they're building a conflict, and you want to see it all the time because you know they're great.
This is my opinion on it. I'm not gonna I don't want to sound racist or like ignorant or anything like that, right? That's not my goal here, right? So you know how the NBA was dying out, right? NBA was terrible before they started really letting black players come in, really changing the game for it, right? Well, the WNBA is on the opposite spectrum right now. Like, this is not me saying anything about race or anything like that, right? Okay, I just want to make this very clear, okay? The WNBA is on the quite opposite of the spectrum, right? They've had some really good players, and the WNBA's whole point is, why is this white girl coming in here and changing the game and making it big for us? Like, when the black players did in NBA, why can't the WNBA have that, right? And maybe that's why they're thinking. But it's like, listen, Caitlin Clark is a big pop for you guys. She's selling out stadiums. You guys are moving to different areas to play bigger stadiums so you can fit some more people. Why don't the WNBA players accept that, right? And then it puts a shine. Caitlin Clark, you could say, is just a catalyst, right? She's just a little stone that's shining brightly.
Steph Curry of the WNBA.
Right. It's shining brightly, right? So, out of now with Caitlin Clark here, people are like, oh, well, this is pretty cool. Let's watch this player, this player, this player, this player. And now they're paying attention to all the players, right? Because of one star. It's like kind of like a Hulk Hogan deal. Like, Hulk Hogan may what he be, but he really showed the business and started like going off that, right? So I think Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, the whole thing is, we want a good competition, right? Sports is about good competition. Doesn't matter if you're white, doesn't matter if you're black, doesn't matter if you're purple. We want competition. If the competition's lacking, then it's going to be lacking. But I think this could easily shine other players to be even in a golden spot to be like, oh, wow, well, you're making this really good. This player is really good, too. Oh, I can't believe they actually played this well. Saying, who cares if they can't dunk, right? It's about competition. It's about fundamentals. Everybody watches it for dunking and over the top.
But they want more money.
I know. That's why they should just, instead of punishing her the entire every game, like friggin' fouls and shit like that, it's just like,
Jordan got the same shit happened to Jordan though.
I know.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you come with that comes with the territory. Hey, I got hit like a motherfucker. When you're a game changer, Shaq got hit. People don't want to say it. Motherfucking AI said one day he grabbed Shaq and Shaq went up with him like it wasn't shit. It was like, hey, you better watch out, little fella. Like, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't do shit. And it was just like, okay, like, back the fuck up. Whenever you're a game changer in the NBA, most of the time you end up taking contact and some bullshit. Right. I mean, in the NBA, that was normal. So the WNBA, again, a sport, is gonna happen with it. Like, and she's gonna have to deal with that to overcome.
But it's a bigger deal when she does it back, though, it seems like. I'm not saying like...
No, I mean, I feel like, shit, she humble, and if I was to, again, start a league with somebody, I would start it with Caitlin Clark over Angel Reese, and I'm black.
It's a shining star that puts light on every other player.
She carries herself like a woman. She's a great ambassador for your fucking... and she's leveling the competition. She's raising it. Angel Reese scored 2 points the other day.
Like, what are we talking about? She's what, top 5 triple doubles of all time, and she's played 40 to 50 games. Either way, I just think that it's shining. It can this bright star can shine light on other stars, which will get more people talking about the WNBA, which will get other players who actually deserve to, who's been there for a long time, who deserve the right light, and has never gotten it, can get the light now, and that's what I'm really getting at. Like,
so I got a real hot topic. I'm gonna say it still don't matter, and it don't give a fucking people. It's gonna be people to watch, but we got one person out of the whole league to watch, and then we gotta learn to carry everybody else. Women don't give a fuck about going to WNBA games because they're not attracted to the women for real. Most of the women don't carry, and then the women don't carry themselves as women. Like, they look more boyish. I want to watch women if I'm watching WNBA. You don't want to go watch when Dennis Rodman was dressing on like the way he was the only one. It wasn't a whole team.
No.
You got to attract to what's in your title. Use that. That's probably a hot take for me. It is, oh well, but you know what? That shit helps.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying.
So, especially whenever you're like, damn, a lot of motherfuckers like, okay, I'm a dad. I'm coaching my daughter. I don't want my daughter to grow up and be gay. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be funny that way, but that's the way the league is pushed. Whereas when you go overseas, that's not the way it's pushed overseas.
No, of course not. Actually, a lot of overseas don't even accept that.
And they actually make more money overseas. The whole thing is you can go overseas. That's why Brittany Griner got stuck up over there. Because she went over there to make a bag. They make more money overseas, but they want to be here, but no money. There's not enough people to watch to give a fuck. And then whenever men go and they go and they be like, well, damn, we there. They don't really, like, they supporting in there and they saying it's not enough. Like, so at that point in time, if you cut the WNBA off and put them by themselves, they wouldn't last. And they want more money. They don't generate enough money to pay for their shit.
Yeah, it wouldn't work. League from the NBA.
Yeah, so it's not gonna work. It's probably just a write-off for the NBA, to be honest with you. It's a donation. It's the kid, the special needs kid. Like, damn, that was kind of harsh. Your eyes, when I said that, your eyes said,
I think the WNBA can stand on itself if they play this right.
I don't think so. Not in pay, because this is what's up. This because the WNBA is still very young, and before it was the 80s before motherfuckers start making big money in the NBA.
It was well into the 90s until money really started coming.
Yeah, when the money started, but it was a couple, like, you know what I'm saying, like,
and Michael Jordan really brought the money in there.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan's probably one of the first ones to get paid as much as he did.
He didn't get paid as much as he should have, though.
Well, the Jordan deal made it even better, and then it's shined a brighter light to make all these other. That's what I'm saying. Jordan made the salaries go up. Caitlin Clark can make your salaries go up.
Yeah.
You just have to allow the process to go through.
But they ain't gonna make it easy for her.
I don't ever make anything easy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so part of being who she is, she's the Eminem of WNBA. Like, not just because she white, but just because she's different coming into something else that ain't quite there. And on top of that, not like Eminem, she's presenting herself as wholesome American when she's there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she's presenting herself well, where Angel Reese don't give a fuck. I be looking at Angel Reese sometimes and I feel like, damn, this bitch is on her way to the, like, she a stripper. Like, I ain't trying to be fair. Like, I ain't being funny. I ain't trying to be like, I'm not judging, but like the way you present yourself, you are a brand. Shaq cares about his brand. He say you never see him anywhere out smoking or drinking. He smoke, he drink, but not out and about, because if he do, he was fucking up his mama bread. That's what his daddy told him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when you're a brand, it's the reason why this brand right here, we doing what we doing. You vaping, I smoke a cigarette, I hit a fucking woo-wah. Shit, that's the brand.
Yeah.
You got to live with what the fuck you do and what you say.
Yeah, of course.
And if somebody don't want to fuck with me because I smoke, I take that risk of doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, same thing with her. Like, I'm not finna throw a gang of money into you, and I don't, like, you're not, I don't know, like, you're acting like the typical behavior, and I hate to say this, did it have you knocked up and not playing for some fucking, you know what I'm saying? That's the lifestyle it looks like you're living. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to have you
live large, and you're...
Yeah, you're going to live large, you're living above your means, and it looks like the lifestyle that's going to have you knocked up and not able to play. Like, and what good is that? That's something men ain't got to deal with. They can go out and keep having motherfucking babies so they can keep working. And they gonna go out there and probably play more because damn. Like fucking old boy from the Timberwolves. You see that? Mm-mm. He was pretty much just like, he said some shit that was kind of fucked up. But you could, Ant-Man, Anthony Davis.
Okay.
Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Davis.
Yeah. I mean, not Anthony Davis, Anthony Edwards. Man, Ant-Man for fucking the Timberwolves. He got a girl pregnant. He was like, he'll just pay and he don't want to deal nothing with the kid.
Damn.
And just imagine the kid growing up, knowing your daddy just paid for you and didn't give a fuck. I'm just saying.
Tyreek Hill's the same way, isn't he?
Anthony Edwards, that's right. Yeah, Tyreek Hill kind of like, I don't know, because he got into it and he wasn't with his, I don't know. That's different, but Ant-Man, for real, that was fucked up. It was fucked up.
And it's kind of fucked up we judge women a little differently than we judge men, but that's just going to happen in life.
I mean, but I also think of it this way too, right? Women go to the fucking game because they'll go to an NBA game way quicker than they go to a WNBA game.
Yeah. And
that's because, shit, it's possibility you could walk off with a check. You know what I'm saying? You can walk off, get pregnant, walk off with a check. Just the dreams of going to a WNBA game. Oh, LeBron's a married man. And it'd be girls sitting up there like, he looking at me. Da-da-da-da. Why are you doing that? You know that man married. Like, but that's your dream, though.
Yeah. You
get what I'm saying? Now, the difference is if a woman get knocked up, that can't play. A man get knocked up, they got to still go out and go generate.
Yeah, they do. I just there's definitely some unfair bias opinions and unfair judgments between men and women on both sides. So it's just how it is.
I'm realistic as fuck, and I ain't want to get me on that shit because I'll say some shit that I have you looking at me like, what the fuck?
No, I'm not like trying to make the whole topic debate of women versus men because that's just not what I'm trying to do.
Some shit, bro.
That's getting way too political.
Bro, I got a topic. Look, I be like.
Hold on. Physical limitations and we'd be all right.
Shadow, would you rather have money or a fight? I had a dad, and I'd much rather have my dad than money.
100%.
So, and I'd much rather have my dad to be like, damn, just to know that your daddy was a rich motherfucker who didn't wear a condom, and that's the reason why you here. That's fucked up. And you don't want to just financially support your kid neither. You'd rather be there.
You fucking burning that like it's a fucking...
Your dad situation, you know what? I liked my daddy, okay? We had our issues and shit. We still cool. But like, yeah, no. I wouldn't want my son to be like, boom. Would you want your son to know that's the way you felt? I'll pay for you and fuck you and get the fuck out of here?
Hell no.
Would you want to do that to your son, bruh? You got a son. You got 5 daughters and 1 boy. You gonna do that to your one son? What if the motherfucker never have a son? That's the only son. Your only lineage.
I wouldn't want to treat my kids that way, but that's just me personally.
What if everything else he saw is a girl?
Well,
the only boy you have no connection and was like, yeah, here. I didn't want it and da 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 da. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What if your grandma had nuts? What the fuck?
What?
My grandma did have nuts, a big bag of pecans.
Anyway, Shadow, you're silly. But I think we should end the podcast here. We've had a good talk today. We touched on some hot topics.
A little bit. Hey, keep fucking with us so that way I can tell you my real opinion. Cause it ain't nothing really harmful, but it's just like real shit. I be feeling like people entitled, and sometimes I can't make my commentary on entitled shit due to my place in life.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying?
It just there's things that we shouldn't judge, and there's things that we should judge, and people gotta accept that, because the human race we're a bunch of judgmental people. We truly are. We try to be good. We want to get away from our baser instincts, and it's okay. Our baser instincts will make us, but acting upon them negatively or toxically is a bad thing. But everybody gets judged. Everybody's gonna be compared to another.
True. But shit, we finna go ahead and get about this motherfucker. That was a great pie. Appreciate shout out for popping in out this motherfucker. Please go shout out to Drity Hippie 023. That's DRITYHIPPIE
023.
023. I've actually, that's how you know I've been looking at his channel, so I know how to spell the shit properly, motherfucker. Please go shoot him out. Follow. He needs it. Shit, he's actually over there building his own community. He playing other games that I don't play. But shit, go get you some diversity, motherfucker. Like, that's what it's all about. That's why we here. It's diversity, bro. But great energetic podcast Saturday. Normally tune in on Fridays. That's where we at. Friday 8:15 Central Standard Time. Normally, life and get the life and though, because it is Gemini season officially, baby. It's my birthday and I don't know how to act season. So we may be making some arrangements and some other random days. But please keep looking for the clips. They on our TikToks, on our YouTube, my YouTube, my TikTok as well as Dritty's.
Yes, it is.
You know, we steady bringing content, so please like, share, subscribe, follow, whatever to engage, whatever the fuck don't cost you no money, bruh. Like, real shit. We engage and help y'all out, and y'all shit help us out, goddamn me. And I don't give a fuck if Opus Clips don't get this shit. I'm cutting this piece specifically for my fellow content creators.
Exactly.
Show some motherfucking love, y'all. We showing support. Show some love. Fuck with us. We gonna fuck with you. Ain't no, you know what? And we gonna make babies of money. All right.
It's not about the money. It's about the experience and understanding.
It is about the experience and the understanding. But also, bruh, shit.
I mean, the bread's helping. That's not what I'm saying.
The bread will help. The bread will help, so that way, you know, things will be easier as far as, you know.
We can give you better content, too.
We can give you way better content and more thought-out content.
We're here just to talk about what we want to talk about. We're here to make you think we're having fun. We want you to have fun when you're watching us. We want the vibe. We want the back and forth, right?
Yeah.
We want you guys to come to us. We want you guys to love us. We want to love you.
I want y'all to choose me. You hear me? Choose us. Like, when you choose us, that means something. You can be anywhere.
We may not be your first starter Pokemon, but we will do good for you.
You hear me? Look, yeah, you ain't got to be anywhere, but shit, you here with us. We appreciate you. It's OGK and Drity.
Have a good night.
Yes, sir. Enjoy wrestling main event. Motherfucking watch anime. Motherfucking say your prayers, eat your vitamins. Hulkamaniacs, oh yeah.